Well, but this is in response to something I think you found important. During the break, I did contact my brother. I reached him at home. He is not at the hotel, but I learned that he had been at the advisory board meeting yesterday. I had not been aware of that, and I want to state on the record right now that I hereby recuse myself from any matters having to do with Blackwater.
I see. You indicated you had called your brother to ask him earlier whether he was on the board. He told you he wasn't.
Well, that was about 6 weeks ago, and I was not aware, and this board meeting happened yesterday, and I found out just during the break that he had, in fact, attended yesterday.
This change in your testimony that you're describing now, the discussions with your brothers, is troubling, and it raises a number of questions. I just want to be straight here. Earlier, you testified that you had spoken with your brother, and he assured you that he was not on Blackwater's board. That was a testimony you made earlier. And now you testified that he changed his mind, but he didn't bother to tell you. And I have some questions about the timing of all these conversations. I have a document here, and I believe you've been shown it as well. This is an email. I'll let you get it first. It's an email to Eric Prince, the CEO of Blackwater, from Gary Jackson, the Blackwater official who was setting up the advisory board for Blackwater. He's discussing who the likely candidates are for board members, and he says, and this is a quote from the email, "Your list, I think, is Buzzy, General Grange." And the significant thing about this, Buzzy is referring to your brother. The significant thing about this email is it's dated June 10th. So this email shows that Eric Prince had your brother Buzzy on his short list for this board of advisors for Blackwater at least 6 weeks before the formal invitation was sent on July 26th. Is that correct?
I don't know. I mean, I can't speak for this email.
Well, let me ask you this. When did you have your first conversation with your brother about whether he was affiliated with Blackwater?
I only had one. And I should make clear, as I tried to say, I'm not my brother's keeper, and we do not discuss our business with each other.
You are a witness here, and you have testified in the past, and you got this body relying on your testimony.
And my testimony,
so if you're not your brother's keeper, you need to say we don't know or something like that. You can't say quote, my brother's not on the Blackwater
As far
board.
as I knew, that was a correct statement then. It turns out it was the best knowledge that I had, based on the only one conversation I had.
Okay, when was that? When was the date of your conversation with your brother about him being on the Blackwater board?
It was probably about 5 or 6 weeks ago. I can't tell you exactly when it was.
5 or 6 weeks ago. It
was early October, I guess, and that's a guess.
And during that conversation, what did he say?
The principal focus of the conversation was the rumor that was out at that point that he had.
No, but what did your brother say? That would be relevant to your testimony here.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, please.
The principal focus of that conversation was the rumor that he had a significant financial interest or a financial interest in Blackwater. So the principal focus of our conversation was, did he have a financial interest? And he assured me he did not.
Did he say he was approached by Blackwater?
He may well have said he was approached by Blackwater, but again, he's approached by a lot of people, so that didn't surprise me.
Did he say he was taking some type of position with them?
No. No.
Gentlemen,
so 6 weeks ago would have been after the date that he received the formal invitation to sit on the board. Is that correct?
That's correct. I don't know that he had accepted at that time or not. I just don't know.
And it's actually October. You're talking, well, I'm trying to do this in reverse, but that would be after the date he accepted the position in September. You're saying you had this conversation with him in October, so he would have already been sitting on the board, and
I don't know that, because all I see is that the first meeting of the board was yesterday, so I don't see anything that suggests.
I see where this is going.